She reaches up and grabs her holy symbol once more. Everlight, please. Bring these friends together. And she places her hand onto Lodna's chest and begins to whisper beneath her breath. And you watch as the silver begins to burn up. You watch as the glyphs begin to glow, this time golden at first, but then they fall to a pale white light, almost matching the coloration of Lodna's skin. As that light begins to brighten and brighten, the rest of the ambient light in the room begins to dim and dim, like all the focus is now pushed into the center where the body lies. For a moment, you watch the back begin to arc as the body begins to lift off the ground ever so slightly, her hair dangling past her shoulders and falling to the ground like a dark, unmoving waterfall. Here, the breath seems to almost leave the room as everyone holds it. Even Lady Vexalia across the way can't help but lean forward, focused, intent on this ritual. As Pike closes her eyes, finishes her prayer, and opens them once more, that bright, pale silver light once again is now glowing out of her own eyes. As she speaks, her voice echoes, like numerous versions of her own voice are projecting and supporting what she says. As she shouts out into the space between you all, she says, Lodna, wherever you are, come back to us. Come back to your family. And without breaking eye contact with whatever distant space she's focused on, she reaches a hand out to whoever will take it.
Please, may I?
Yeah.
Lodna, I know I don't know you any better than the rest of the gang, but I know your history. You deserve to be more than a footnote in Delilah's story. There are people here who need you. They need your life and your heart. I don't know what Bell's Hells will be without your darkness, Lodna. Or your light. Please, we don't want to leave anyone behind. Least of all you. We gotta get that blood flowing through your veins again. Please. Come back. And with his free hand, he sort of scooches forward on his knees and he starts trailing his hand down through Lodna's hair, and red poppies start to bloom all through her black hair, sort of wreathing her face.
Okay. So in that regard, I'll allow you to make either a persuasion check or nature, using the poppies as an anchor. Your choice.
Oh. As you prepares, you see Chetney take 3 chisels in between his knuckles, just in case that bitch comes back.
Nature. This is basically a straight roll. 11.
11. Okay. The threshold was 10. So that is 1 success for the ritual, which lowers the DC by 3 of the resurrection. As you finish the completion of the poppies and withdraw back to the space where you were sitting, or you can remain with your hand on her if you wish.
I'll stay by her side, holding Miss Trickfoot's hand.
Pike, still focusing forward, puts her other arm out, palm up, waiting for somebody else to step forward and join the ritual.
I'll take it, unless...
No, you're better at these things.
I won't actually take it because I feel like that would ruin the moment, so... I will, with my other hand gripping that coin, I will take her hand and I'll just whisper to her, Lodna, you might perfect, but you loved escargot and sashimi, and you loved Imogen. And I've always been told that a soul that loves at least touches perfection. You once said to me that the worst thing that ever happened to you has already happened. And now I can say that the worst thing that ever has happened to us has already happened. With you not here, it's really scary. And not the fun kind. Pike said that you might not want to come back, so I'm afraid we can't let you do that. So I'm going to cast compulsion on her and compel her to come back, if possible.
Okay. To that point, because it is that spell will be considered your entry for this skill check. So I will say the spell allows you to either choose intimidation, to compel in your own intimidating way,
Sure.
or to roll and just add your spell modifier, which is your wisdom modifier.
Yeah, I'll fucking fuck her up. Yeah, okay. Natural 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't have a moat by any chance, did you?
I did, but I
You had drank the potion.
take that ahead of time.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the attempt to push forth a spell into another ritual to a soul that currently is beyond any boundary you've attempted to reach past, you feel the magical energies just sort of scatter like they hit nothing, like a breath into the wind. You still feel her presence, much like you did in that dark space. But you're uncertain as to whether or not this contribution was strong enough.
I'm gonna put my hand on FCG's shoulder and... Can I?
I'll release her hand, yeah.
I'm just gonna stand behind her head and brush her forehead. And say, you know you saved my life, right? If you hadn't come into town when you did, I don't know how long I would have lasted. These last few years have been... they've been everything. And through it all, through all the laughter and all the hardships, she was with you. She was choking you. If you come back, I don't know how you're gonna feel. I don't know if you'll feel free or if you'll feel empty. But I want you to know whatever hole she's leaving, I'll be there to help fill it, all right? I'll be there for you. I'm not gonna tell you to come back. I'm not gonna try to compel you to come back because that choice, Lodna, is yours now. No one gets to control you anymore, all right? Just know that I love you. And I'm here. And I'm gonna take Pate and I'm gonna put him on her chest.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Can I guide her?
Sure. I'll allow it.
Oh, no. Yeah. Nope.
Do you have a boat or no?
I used them both.
Okay.
Did you have the D4 for,
I did.
okay. What's the total?
It's a 7.
It's a 7? Okay.
No advantage on that.
It's challenging, given the fact that this is a soul that is still bound to shadow. Shadow that now is vengeful, as diminished as it may be, and is still in some ways holding your voices back from finding the ears that needs to hear them. But with that final call, you watch as Pike's hair begins to drift upward past her shoulders and kind of undulating, floating in the air. She begins to carry herself up off the ground and begin to lift an inch, 2 inches, 3 inches off the ground, legs still folded in front of her. And you watch as all the sigils light up from underneath. Lodna's dark hair, as it kind of hangs off her shoulders, begins to lift up as well. And as Pike leans forward and places her hand once more on her chest, all the glyphs at once alight and then go dark as they both drift back to the ground. Cannot find my usual resurrection dice. I thought it was here.
That's silver dude, right?
Yeah, but shit, that's okay. I'll use this one. Use the kind of black purple, almost Lodna-esque colors. Seems fitting.
Yeah.
Seems fitting. Okay. We're going to take a picture of that.
Bleeding. I'm so stressed. I got a nosebleed.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's-
How appropriate.
okay.
Oh god.
A moment passes. In that stillness, you hear Pike exhale, and under her breath say once more, "Come on, come on." Vexalia leans forward. Pike did it. I don't. She leans forward and places her hand over the front of her mouth, her nose. Is she a real shallow breather?
Oh, she doesn't breathe at all. Most of the time.
She licks her hand and slaps the side of Lodna's face, of which immediately Lodna sits up, jolted awake from the pain. Lodna, if you come back to the table, please.
Oh! What did you roll?
16.
Oh my god.
What was the DC after 2 failed? Oh man, 15?
Well, it was 12 initially,
Holy shit.
and then it went down to 9, and then it went to 10 to 11.
Oh my god, dude. That was so gnarly.
What did you roll? What did you roll?
16.
What did you need? A 15?
11.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was stressful.
Time to rise like
So big.
time to rise
my
like a
God.
dark phoenix.
Where's my fan?
Yep.
Holy
Hard to read from that angle.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, man, we're feeling it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
Oh my God.
Here, where's the
Those Mickey Mouse hands are messing me up, dude.
They're messing me up.